Hello and welcome back, YouTubers. I am Protomario, and today we are reviewing the Xbox Live Arcade game From Dust. This game is also available on the Microsoft Windows PC format or also the PlayStation 3 via the PSN network, or also Onlive, a new emerging game system that allows for instant streaming of games. So, what is From Dust? From Dust is a video game designed by Eric Chahi and developed by Ubisoft Montpellier. So, Ubisoft developed and more or less published the game. It's a pretty good game, very interesting. I really don't have an exact classification for it other than a puzzle game. So as the game starts, you're greeted by these tribesmen from this world here that looks pretty desolate. Kind of like what the earth might look like when it was being made. Your goal is, as a summoned spirit, is to aid them. So more or less, you're the wind and it's your job to do things. As the wind, you have the ability to suck up land matter, water, volcanic ash, lava, and other such things, and create or destroy life. The main goal, of course, is to help these guys establish tribes around the world and progress. This is at an accelerated rate, so you won't be sitting there with a tribe trying to establish this village for a couple hours and not getting anywhere because, you know, they have to build and this and that. So there's these leftover totems you see here. As the land spreads before us, the ancients erected a totem. See, the totems are where these guys end up doing their little rituals, and then they establish a village. It's very interesting. So, campaigns in From Dust are structured in sequence of missions, whereby completing certain objectives expedites the tribe's progress and bestows additional powers, such as the ability to grab up water, sand, and that sort of thing. Tribal shamans alert the players to natural disasters such as tsunamis and volcanic eruptions shortly before they occur. So, in this video later on you'll see that, and usually you have a short time span to get your guys over some ritual site so he can get the world's protection on his side, and you'll see that also in the tsunami. It's kind of cool, really, how it works. And once more, this game would mainly apply to strategic people or maybe puzzle-solving people, but it really is in a category on its own, as I've never played a game much like this. If anything, I would compare it to Lemmings, where you have to get the tribesmen safely along their way. However, it's not so much that. It's more... It really is more puzzle solving than anything else. And it's just interesting how you have to solve the puzzles. So, right, the sea is no longer our enemy, and this is what I was talking about with the shaman. You have to make sure that you get to that point, otherwise the tsunami is going to totally annihilate your guys. But it's kind of cool what happens here. You know, I'm sitting here, I don't even know what's going on. I'm like, oh my god, this tsunami's gonna kill me. I thought I did the right thing, so I'm rushing over with some dirt to try and protect my guys here. And the tsunami just totally goes around the village. So, right. I did everything right, and that guy down there in that sandstorm is probably not very happy. So, at any rate, the tsunami goes around your village, and you have to combat it with your own methods and wait the timer out till the sea subsides and you can get your guys back over to the next totem to make their own new village and establish their new village. I'm not really sure why they always want to establish these villages. The storyline's not exactly the most clearest, and you won't learn a lot of things until later on. They're also talking about releasing some DLCs at this point in time. So this game may actually have some expansions on it, but we will see how it goes. Expansions can come out for games and DLCs can come out for arcade games, but it's not very often that it does happen. So, right, after seeing this and after seeing my gameplay, if this game looks pretty unique, that's probably because it is. And if you haven't played anything like it either, it's no surprise. But if you think it's fun and you'd like to take a go at it, go ahead and download the demo. You've got nothing to lose but a little bit of your time and some of your memory on your console. Then you can always delete it if you don't like it. So, into the heart of this review. Well, graphically speaking, it looks marvelous. I'm not really sure what I should compare it to, but the world looks like a world. Sand looks like sand, and water looks like water. The effects of picking up sand, lava, water, and all these things, the way palm trees spread out and grow, animals migrate, and your village grows, and yeah, it's just all great. It really looks beautiful, and I think Ubisoft did a great job on making this game look really good. That's my take on it. I really like the way it looks. Sound-wise, there's not much music. There's not much sound effects, voice acting, things like that. I guess, you know, sand sounds like it's being sucked up, and I guess that's alright. I'm not really sure what to say about sound. On sound, I'm indifferent. I have no opinion, as the music's very minute and the sound effects and voice acting is not exactly the best. Under controls, the controls are pretty easy to use. I have to say it's a bit jerky at times when I'm trying to lay down sand in certain patterns. It's very hard to get it to working just how you want it, and can be kind of hard to get used to at first, but it doesn't break the game, and it doesn't make it a big deal towards the end of the game when you have to do time crunching scenarios. Overall, the controls are alright. I give the controls an A+. Gameplay-wise, well, replayability, I don't really think you're going to get too much out of this unless you go into the later levels, because some of the earlier levels are just very, very easy to get through, and not exactly the most entertaining. So, if you're looking for replay value, you might want to look elsewhere, because this game may not provide a lot of replay value for you. However, if you really think this game is great and it's like nothing you've ever played before and it just blows your mind, then pick it up and have a go at it. But under gameplay, I give it a solid B+, because one playthrough's pretty good, but I don't know if it commands the price tag that's tagged along with it. Even if it gets reduced in price in the future, playing through one time is not exactly the best. Right. Overall, I think this is an interesting game release. I give it an overall A-, one to pick up and play through on a weekend, or maybe just try the demo out. So, I'm Protomario, I'm signing out, and I hope you enjoyed this review, guys.